So the Cosmopolitan actually opened in December of 2010. That's the same year I actually started coming to Vegas. The first time I came here, I think, was September 2010. So I actually got to see this place somewhat being built, and was here for the following year when they did their soft opening. I've stayed at the Cosmopolitan a handful of times. It's one of my favorite places on the Strip to stay. It's one of the only places on the Las Vegas Strip that actually has balconies, and you have to have the Bellagio fountain view. Anyway, let's take a quick view of the room and see what you guys think. So let's check the most important room. That's the bathroom. It's nice that you have a little tub. I don't know how many people actually use these tubs when they go to hotels, because I know I personally won't. The shower is really big and spacious, which is really nice. I do enjoy the towel work in there. Very pretty. You got the his and hers, or his and his, or hers and hers, or whoever's sinks, which is nice. You got the bathroom on the side here. Face on there so they can watch you do your business. So we actually booked the Terrace King view. King Bellagio fountain view. You gotta have the full length. You gotta have the full length in the hotel. Come on, you're going out night of the town. You gotta see what you look like. Decent size TV here. Last time I stayed here, this was the bedroom actually. They used to have beds here. Now you got like a little sectional, the couch, lamp, and the bed's actually on the other side, which is strange. You got your little bar area. Do not touch this stuff unless you were willing to take out a second mortgage on your home. Some storage here. We got the fridge. Guys. So if you need to put any of your own libations in there, there's a bit of frost in there so you know it's cold. You got your closet area. Safe for all your winnings. And you got your king size bed and the piece de resistance. Let's be real, this is why you paid the big bucks to stay here. It's this view. Welcome to Las Vegas. All right, guys, so we just got to Las Vegas after a long morning. So we sat on the plane through Air Canada this morning for an hour and a half so they could de-ice. I don't want to get into it, but anyway, we're finally here. We're in the room. I haven't been to Las Vegas since September 2019, right before the pandemic started, all the chaos started. Las Vegas used to be a place I would come once or twice a year, so you have no idea how excited I am to be back. I'm going to be documenting quite a few things while I'm here, showing you a few things that are new to me as well, because it has been a couple years since I've been here. And if any of you have been to Las Vegas before, you know how much can change in such a short span of time. So anyway, hopefully there's going to be a few videos that are going to come from this trip that you guys can check out and you can learn a few things. I'm going to learn a few things. I'll share it with you guys. And yeah, let's enjoy this trip together. Viva Las Vegas. Also, make sure you stick around to the end of my videos, because I always try to give some kind of a review or like final thoughts or just my opinions of wherever I'm going, whether it be a hotel, a restaurant, anywhere. So yeah, stick around to the end.
Several days later.
All right, guys, I got my wine with me. Let's do this. This is my fourth time staying here, fourth or fifth, one or the other. So, you know, I'm pretty familiar with the hotel. Yeah, there are some things that have changed here and there since I've last been here. There's been a few things I've noticed since I came back, or since I was last here, I should say, that I guess for the good and the bad. So first of all, the Cosmopolitan. I love the Cosmopolitan. You can't go wrong here. Every room here is beautiful, especially if you have a balcony, especially if you have this amazing view of Bellagio, and you'll probably see the fountains kicking in if I ramble long enough, because I think they're probably about due any minute now. You really can't go wrong, and the pools are beautiful. There's tons of restaurants to choose from. it's a great resort. You're also right in the middle of the strip. You're right next to Bellagio. You're right next to so many iconic places on the Las Vegas Strip. So again, you cannot go wrong at the Cosmopolitan. It's definitely top 2 for me favorite hotels. Probably pretty close tie to Palazzo, which is probably my first favorite because that was the first place I stayed back in September 2010, and I've stayed there many times since, and it's just, yeah, one of my favorite places. Totally different vibe, more quiet, mellow, whereas the Cosmopolitan is a little more upbeat, more young vibe. Yeah, anyway. So one thing I will say is when it comes to booking your room, book the room you want. I have gambled before. Usually they say the first gamble you do in Vegas is something called the sandwich trick. And if you're not familiar, that's when you're checking in. They ask you if you have your ID and credit card. You get your ID, you got your credit card, and you sandwich. Used to be about $20. Now people say 50 and maybe even upwards. And you put that in between, slide over and say, do you have any complimentary upgrades? This is something that I always used to try and was usually successful. If it wasn't, maybe I wasn't gonna get a massive suite, but maybe I'd get a better view or a higher floor or something. And if they can't do anything, they'll usually give you your money back, or they will, I mean, they usually put it on the table and you decide if you want to give them anything or not for trying. But I did find this time around, there was no playing at all when we checked in. So originally we had 3 rooms booked. Unfortunately, through a tragic incident that happened, 2 people weren't able to make it. So the room was prepaid. We didn't get any refund back for that. That room also had a food credit on there. We weren't able to use that. We even asked, like, since we have already paid for this room and are not using it, is there any way to make sort of these rooms a little bit better? Because we did end up still coming here with 2 rooms. Again, nothing. There was no budging on anything whatsoever. So fortunately for me, I had booked this king suite, which I showed you at the beginning of this video, with the Bellagio fountain view, because in my mind I said, no matter what happens, I want this room, at least this room. I'm gonna try to get the upgrade. We did ask, again, we're completely shot down in all fronts. Not even a hint that there was even a chance. It was just nothing we could do. And maybe they are fully booked, who knows? I don't think so, but maybe they were fully booked. Maybe this is because of, an outcome from the pandemic the last couple of years, that there really isn't a whole lot of room to play. But back to the review of the Cosmopolitan themselves. So, as I said, Cosmopolitan is one of my top 2 favorite places on the Strip. As I said, you can't go wrong with the rooms. The room was great. A bit of a funny layout, as I showed you in the beginning. As you walk in, the bathroom's great. It's a beautiful bathroom. But then you have this sort of sitting area in the middle of the room, and then the bed is close, right here is the bed, and then you've got the balcony. I swear I've been in these rooms before where the bed was closer to the bathroom and the couches were actually right here next to the balcony. So it just felt like a really weird layout. I don't know, I couldn't get used to it. I wake up and I just sort of feel like I'm in the wrong area. I feel like I should be closer to the bathroom. This should be a sitting area here, and the balcony should be there, but I don't know. We actually never even used that couch area over there. It was kind of a waste of space, really, but I don't know. I don't really know what I would do differently. We don't tend to spend a lot of time in the room when we come here, so it's always nice to have a good room, but I don't know. It wasn't really well utilized, I guess. Bathroom-wise was great, as I mentioned. We had a tub with jets, which was great when you've been walking up and down the Strip all day. They replenished all of our soaps, our mouthwashes, Q-tips, cotton swabs, you name it. They replenished it every day, sometimes gave us extra, so they were really generous with that. The casino here is great. They have tons of new games. As I said, the slots aren't very friendly to us, unfortunately, but they have a ton of different games to play, a ton of different options, a lot of new and fun games to play. The restaurant selection is amazing. There's tons of places to eat for different budgets. It is on the pricier side, but there are some budget-friendly places, and you're right across the street from Planet Hollywood as well. So if you really are stuck when you want to get something cheaper, that is a great place to go to. You're right in the heart of the Strip. You're basically in the middle of everything, middle of all the action. I don't have too much bad to say about the Cosmopolitan, besides it can be on the pricier side, and that's probably it, really. I would stay here again tomorrow. In fact, I don't even want to leave. I'm sort of prolonging packing my stuff because in my mind I'm trying to stay here for a little bit longer. But anyway, let me know in the comments, what is one of your favorite places to stay? What's one of your favorite things to do in the Cosmopolitan? I know that there's a few speakeasies we didn't get the chance to check out yet. I normally plan my Vegas trips so well, but again, there was so many things thrown at us, with some people not being able to make it to the trip, some new people joining the trip. So it was hard to plan, and quite honestly, I feel like I didn't live up to my full Vegas planning potential, because ask any of my friends, I usually have a nice little schedule planned, which is makes sure you sort of get to see and do everything as much as possible. If you did like this video, please subscribe. I have a bunch of new Vegas videos to come out over the next little while. We filmed a lot of content while we were here. Some things that are going to be going away, unfortunately. Some new things that you get to check out. Some recommendations I have. We're hoping to come back again in the next, hopefully soon, because there's so much more to Vegas that I didn't get to see, that I missed so much this last couple years not coming here. There's so many things I'd like to show people who have never been here before, just so they can get more of a feel for what Vegas really has to offer. Anyway, I better start packing my bags. If you've enjoyed this video, again, please subscribe. Hit the notifications if you want to see when I release new content. There's going to be a ton of new Vegas content coming up, as I mentioned. New, old, in between, just a lot of stuff coming up. So I'd really appreciate if you sort of give me a subscribe, give me a like, give me a follow, give me some comments, whatever you want to give me. Once again, this has been Daniel at Spotlight. I hope you've enjoyed visiting the Cosmopolitan, some of the Las Vegas Strip with me, and good timing because the Bellagio fountains are just starting. So I'm gonna go check those out, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.